Well, hello there, Cancer. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are going to be doing your 3-month reading. So this is good for May, June, and July. So this definitely incorporates your birthday season. So we'll take a look first at the overall energy for the next 3 months, and then we'll go into each of the months to see what obstacles might be on your path or how you can navigate around those obstacles to help manifest what it is that your heart truly desires. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's see first what the overall energy is. Staying focused, hold the course. Okay, so I love this energy, Cancer, because it means that you're on the right path. You may be encountering roadblocks, or you may feel stuck at times, or, just feel like the path is a little bit more difficult than you thought it was going to be. But with staying focused, this means that you're on the right path and that you are going to acquire whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, whether that is in your career and financial sector or a relationship or just life in general, right? This is an energy of letting you know you're on the right path. And sometimes when we just get that confirmation that we're on the right path, it gives us that extra boost of confidence to keep going. It's sometimes when we're hitting those obstacles, right, that we step into that energy of starting to doubt ourselves. And this is Spirit coming through loud and clear saying, no, Cancer, you're on the right path. Don't worry. Some of these obstacles are coming up perhaps to help you to gain a better insight about yourself or how, your strengths, your tenacity, and allowing yourself to just kind of stay focused, keep going forward. And then we also have Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. So this is the energy where if you have a detour, and we're going to see where that comes, it's kind of like not allowing yourself to just be distracted by anything that comes onto your path, but allowing your intuition to guide you. If there is some type of divine detour that comes up in the next 3 months, okay, that in that detour, you may gain extra insight or wisdom about how to accomplish what it is that you're trying to accomplish. I always say that this card, the Divine Detours, is a little bit about, you come up on the expressway, perhaps, you're going 65, 70 miles an hour, or whatever, and then all of a sudden, the traffic is stopped because there's road work ahead or an accident or something has occurred so that the traffic is stopped. But there's an exit ramp, right? And you take the exit ramp, you go the back roads down a ways, right? And then get back on the expressway past the accident or whatever is causing the blockage. So this is a little bit of that energy of you're still going in the same direction, right? It's kind of like you're taking a detour perhaps around some type of an obstacle that's on your path. But you're going to understand that this is truly a divine detour when you listen to your intuition. This isn't something that's taking you off in a new direction. That's the difference, Cancer, right? This is something that's going to help you to get around an obstacle so that you can stay focused and go finally back onto the expressway, the path that you are meant to be on. All right, a profound information there, because I feel like your readings lately have been focusing a little bit on perhaps having obstacles on your path, not being able to encounter or get to where it is that you're wanting to go. So I think over the next 3 months, this is a beautiful message that you're going to get around whatever obstacles that have been on your path, because you're allowing yourself to stay focused. You're not giving up on the goal that you have in mind. You're allowing yourself to stay focused on the goal, or whatever it is that you're wanting. You have the 10 of Cups coming out right away in May, right? You're staying focused on what it is that your heart desires, whether that's in the material world or in a relationship or just some new adventure for yourself. You have a creative project coming up, a creative endeavor card coming up. This is the energy of perhaps wanting to create something new in your life, but maybe having a difficult time getting there, right? So I feel like this is the energy of not necessarily being focused on trying to leave a situation as well as create something new for yourself. And I love that energy. You have the King of Wands on the bottom, but yeah, you have the Devil card, the Two of Cups, and then, you know, kind of like this decision card with the Tower. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you are going in a new direction. You're understanding what is holding you back. It could be a relationship, okay, that you just feel kind of like bound to with the Devil card. This is attachments, right? Kind of feeling like you have to go your own way. You see how the King of Wands is walking away from a situation, saying, I'm no longer going to stay attached to something that really isn't in alignment with what it is that I want for myself. So this could be, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be with the Two of Cups, but the Two of Cups also represents a couple of different things. It can be a business partner. It can be even a facet of yourself. Okay, so with the Two of Cups, you know, recognizing that we all have divine masculine and divine feminine energy within us, understanding that you may be kind of like imbalanced at this time and wanting to bring more balance to yourself. And that is part of what you're staying focused on. Instead of being just driven by the material world, perhaps you're wanting to incorporate more of that spiritual aspect into your life. This is bringing more balance. You're wanting more balance in your life, not just work, but work and play, right? Or not just play, but also work. It's kind of like you're trying to perhaps find some balance in your life. So let's go ahead. Let's go to the tarot and see what is on the horizon for you. So this is a lovely energy for May, okay? And we have the Empress energy. This is mother energy. This is also birthing new things. I feel like you're focused on birthing, creating something new. Once again, it's not necessarily the energy of I don't like where I am. I've got to either change where I am, right? Or I have to, you know, have conflict with where I am. This is the energy where I feel like perhaps, especially with the solar eclipse that we just had, you recognize what you need to walk away from. I think you've been doing that, right? You've been staying focused. There may be some people or situations that you've had to walk away from in order to be able to create this beautiful new life for yourself. And you see she has the baby there, right? Birthing. The Empress is all about birthing new relationships, new careers, new businesses, new relationships, right? And it can be even birthing this new, more balanced life for yourself. And since it's a general reading, it's going to resonate a little bit differently for all of you. But I think for all of you, you do know that there is something that you've been focusing on, trying to create in your life. And recognizing that there are some things, right? Just like the King of Wands is walking away from something that he feels attached to, right? Recognizing that you have had to walk away from some things that have been holding you back from creating this new version of yourself or this new life for yourself. Now, the Tower here is something that happens suddenly in order to help you to walk away. This could be a truth that came out, especially during the solar eclipse, or comes out in the next couple of weeks. We're still in the shadow of that eclipse, right? Or an epiphany, something that occurs, that has been blocking what it is that your heart desires. You have the Two of Swords and the King of Cups. This Tower represents some breakthrough, okay, that is allowing you to see clearly to how to make a decision based on what your heart truly desires. You could have had people around you that were trying to keep you in place because they were playing with your mind, right? And this detour, okay, I feel like this detour could actually be some type of, you know, new person that comes onto your path. It could be a new experience. You could even go on vacation. We have a travel card. There's something here that helps you to unlock, okay, if you will, the blockage that you have had to allow yourself to be free, to go in the direction that your heart truly desires, because you have the Knight of Cups, right? To drop the burdens of something that is holding you back. You know that this is holding you back. I think you've been pulling yourself away. You could have physically detached yourself from this person or situation, but this is detaching yourself from that emotional or mental energy, right, that you have been putting into it, because you have the Peace card, the 10 of Cups, understanding that when you allow yourself to step into your divine feminine energy, to allow yourself to really concentrate on what it is that you want to create for yourself, staying focused on this, right, that you just have this strange sense of peace, that you know you're going in the right direction, right? And I feel like that is exactly what your spirit guides and allies want you to know, that in May, you're really coming into a sense of peace, that you are on the right track. So if you have been feeling like, wow, this has been a lot I've had to unload, right? And Cancer, that's a lot of emotional baggage that you have had to unload. And this is the energy of, wow, there are new things occurring very quickly. So in May, I feel like this is your energy. You know you're on the right path. It's so funny. I went to the store the other day, and where I live, we have just had rain after rain after rain. And it's such a beautiful time of year. And yet at the same time, it's just been a little bit cooler than normal and definitely more rainy. And I went to the store the other day, and I was just talking to somebody in the store, and we were commenting. Finally, the sun had come out for just like a couple of hours, and we were like, oh my goodness, isn't it wonderful, that we're having a little bit of sunshine. And the person said, well, you know what they say, April showers bring May flowers. And I feel like that's a little bit of the energy. In April, you may have a little bit of these April showers, right? You may still be, giving up some of the emotional baggage, allowing yourself to release some of those emotions based on what has occurred in the past. But it's also that you have this new inspiration to go towards what it is that you want to create for yourself, truly stepping into your King of Wands energy. And I love this because we have the divine masculine, the divine feminine coming in together, right? Allowing yourself to move forward towards what it is that your heart desires and doing it in a peaceful way. I feel like all the conflict that maybe you have encountered over the last, few months, maybe even still cleaning some of this out in April. Yeah, this is beautiful energy. You are definitely leaving behind the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, right? I feel like for some of you, there are people in your life that maybe have made you feel like you're not worthy enough of their love or their attention or their time, their energy, right? But at the same time, they also, if you talk about leaving a situation, then they come in and start playing the mind games about how selfish you are. It's almost like this energy where you can't win. There's somebody in your life or a situation in your life where you just feel like you cannot win. It's kind of like you're darn if you do and you're darn if you don't. So it's kind of like, okay, I think that there is something you're giving yourself. Yeah, you're going within, hermit energy, going within, giving yourself this cup of love, moving. Look at this. We have the Wheel of Fortune and Nine of Cups, right? This energy of the divine is coming in, helping blessings to come your way, closing out this chapter. And I don't know about you, but that solar eclipse, the eclipse season was very difficult. But now that we are, definitely like almost a week out from the solar eclipse, it's like the energies are lifting, right? It's kind of like this sense of spring is here. And the Empress represents springtime, represents new birth, represents the phoenix rising, right? That energy of, okay, a new day has truly dawned. Beautiful energy. So if you have been struggling, I'm telling you, May is going to be a beautiful month for you. Embrace it, right? And take advantage of this energy to staying focused on what it is that you truly want for yourself. Okay, so let's take a look at June. Oh my goodness, yes. I think for some of you, whatever you're trying to birth, because we have the creative endeavors there, right? So this could be a new career, it could be a new business, it could be a new relationship. It could be, for some of you, it could be even a new home, wanting to move in a new direction, wanting to mix it up. There's this energy of I just want new, right? And we all go through that. It's kind of like, yeah, I just want a new life for myself. And I feel like for some of you, it is really and truly coming into fruition in June. So in May, it's kind of like you get inspired. In May, you start feeling the energies are changing within you. You're getting more excited about where you're going and no longer looking in the rear view mirror and worrying about the past. This is the energy of things are coming into balance for you. So in May, it's kind of like you're taking action with the King of Wands there, right? You're taking action to move forward, to move towards those things, no longer having to leave people behind or having any conflict. It's such a beautiful energy. And then in June, you are seeing the fruits of your labor coming into fruition for you. So let's see what we have here. Wow. Yeah, you're back in control. You have the Page of Wands. I mean, the Page of Swords. This is you taking your sword. We also have the Knight of Wands, taking action on your truth. You're back in your power. I love that. Back in your power with the Emperor, allowing yourself not to be, I think for some time, Cancer, maybe your emotions have driven some of your actions. This is you being focused on what it is that you want for yourself and allowing yourself to move in that direction. And you have the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck, right? This is the energy of the love, the joy, the financial rewards, the abundance that you are seeking in your life. You are gaining control of your life and allowing yourself to bring in those rewards. Now, I also want to point out, for some of you, this could be a romantic connection because we have the Emperor and the Empress, right? You standing in your Empress energy, and gender doesn't matter, but being in this loving energy. The Empress is very loving, very hopeful, very nurturing, looking forward with excitement to the future and what she wants to bring in. And then I think for some of you, you are perhaps receiving a message, having your divine counterpart coming in, okay, because you are in this beautiful Empress energy. Let's one of the things is that sometimes we get into that place of, why can't I attract in new romantic love, right? Well, part of it is that we have to get to this point where we have offloaded the past, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally and spiritually. But it's not just offloading it, right? It's not walking away from it. It's really embracing the excitement of the future that we want to bring. If we've when we're still with toxic people or situations, our vibrations are lower. When we offload them, are totally offloaded, right? We raise our vibration. But we're still not at our highest potential. This is the energy of in May. You are vibrating very high. You are very peaceful about your path. And you are also opening your heart to bringing in new people and situations that will help you to go where it is that you're wanting to go. And that is when you can attract in this true counterpart if you're looking for new love in your life. For others of you, it could also be a business partner, okay? Or it could be a dear friend that's joining you on your path that is going to be part of your new soul tribe as you move forward. Lovely energy. So once again, in May, I feel like you're getting excited, you're raising your vibration, you're embracing the energies of new things coming into your life. In June, you start seeing those new people, new opportunities coming your way. All right, and then in July, look at this. You have your higher self building blocks. You're definitely building those blocks for what it is that you want in your life. Not only are you in the energy of it, physically, it is coming into fruition for you. You're taking action on it. And I love the building blocks because the building blocks card represents that you're not rushing through this, okay? You're building a strong foundation for the future that you are trying to stay focused on. You're allowing yourself, right, to take the time to build that strong foundation, whether it's in a relationship, a new business, a new home, a new place to live, a new, lifestyle for yourself, whatever this is, you're taking the time to build that strong foundation so that, a little breeze won't break it down, right? This is taking the time, if it's a new relationship, to really get to know that person. If it's a new business adventure, you're taking the time to, have a good business plan, putting the organizational structure into it so that, as the business grows, you'll have that strong foundation of protocols or, mission, understanding clearly what it is that you want to build and taking the time to build it. Wow, let's see what we have here. Wow, beautiful new energy. Yeah, you have the Page of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Both of these are energies of new beginnings, right? And then you have the King of Swords. Staying focused, only allowing yourself to bring in those people and situations that are in alignment with where you want to go. Because sometimes when we're going from the old to a new cycle, we can still be attracting in things that are reminiscent of the old. It doesn't mean that the old is necessarily coming, but they can be situations or people that are reminiscent of what we have left behind. This is you not allowing yourself to get distracted by that, right? It's kind of like, nope, I know where I'm going and I'm being discerning about the detours that I take. I'm only taking those detours that are going to provide me with more insight or wisdom as I move down my path that will help me to build a strong foundation. So, sometimes a detour could be, you're focused on building your business and then all of a sudden you hear about a course, right? And that is in alignment with what it is that you are trying to build. And so the detour could be a course that you take, right? That takes a little bit of your time and energy away from building your business, but is going to give you so much more information and help you to better build that foundation, right? So a detour is something that may take a little time and energy away from what you're focused on, but is actually going to help you in the long run. You wouldn't, a detour that you wouldn't want to take, right, is that maybe somebody calls you up and says, oh, let's go on this wild vacation, right? And if the wild vacation isn't in alignment with what you're trying to build here, it's kind of like saying, no, thank you, right? And it's not saying just no to any vacation. If it's a once in a lifetime adventure, go for it. Or if it's a vacation that may help you to better understand the culture or bring you more insight and wisdom about what you're building, then go for it, right? But it's kind of like allowing yourself to use your intuition. Is this really in alignment? The King of Swords cuts out any distractions. He's kind of like, I know where I'm going, and I'm only allowing myself to take detours that are still in alignment with my final goal. Wow, powerful energy there. All right, well, Cancer, this is a beautiful reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. I do personal readings. If you're interested, I even have a 3-month reading up right now that if this resonated with you, if you'd like a more personalized version, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay, so let's take a look at your Soul Truth card for some final advice. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? Yes, this is beautiful because you really and truly are building a new life for yourself, right? You have a focus on what it is that you're trying to attain for yourself, but recognizing that it's time to dig deep to understand what your strengths are. Sometimes we look more at our weaknesses. This is the energy of embrace your strengths. Allow yourself to use your strengths as you're gaining momentum in this new adventure, okay? Whatever it is that you're trying to birth for yourself. All right, it says we all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. How can I use one of my soul gifts today to contribute to this world and contribute to this open and ready world. Beautiful message there. Yeah, so take a moment just to kind of ponder, what is it that are your greatest strengths, right? As you come forward on this path, trying to manifest something new in your life, and you definitely are, allowing yourself to understand that what has occurred in the past has actually given you some gifts of new strengths, and focusing on those strengths, being grateful for the experiences in the past. Even if they've been painful, they've allowed you to gain better insight and strength in yourself. Embracing that and knowing that part of what happened in the past was to put you into that energy of gaining that strength and using that strength as you move forward. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. I really, truly love you. Thank you so much for all your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.